Okay, I need a better phone. I'm sorry. Let's go back. I'm going to make this real quick. Fighting the red-green axis of evil of Islam and communism. Our children, this next generation, even my generation, is being attacked in every single way. And they are being told that their gender can be fluid, their sexuality can be fluid, that they should question everything in terms of their own identity. This is the basics, the foundation of children and people. And when they're told that they should question their own identity, now they don't even have a basic foundation of who they are. And let me tell you, while this by itself is straight up abuse, it's immoral, it's completely against Judeo-Christian values, it's also a problem because our enemies are training fighters. Do you think that Muslims are sitting there telling their kids to forget about what's in their pants and just go with what they're feeling that day, as if being a woman is a feeling, as if being a man is a feeling? They're not. They're raising warriors, just like they have been for the last 1,400 years. Nothing's changed there. What has changed is that in the next 10, 20 years, my generation and the generation after me is going to be utterly inequipped to deal with their generations. They are not going to be emotionally ready, mentally ready. They are not going to be ready in terms of their intellect. They're not going to be ready to do any kind of physical fighting either. Because they're being taught that, what was it the Obama administration came up with? The jihadist attacks are happening because of white imperialism, because of unemployment. We just need to provide these people with jobs, which is complete and utter crap. Because a lot of the jihadis, and this is, go to the Pew, all of the statistics and everything else, come from middle to upper class families. A lot of them have college degrees. A lot of them have money. Bin Laden was like a millionaire, if not a billionaire. I can't remember. His family is incredibly wealthy. So, what are we going to do? We need to make sure that our children have a better grasp on communism, socialism, and Islam than our enemies do. That's what we need to do. And even more importantly, we need to make sure that our children, even if you are an atheist or agnostic or not, Judeo-Christian in any way, you need to make sure that your children know about Judeo-Christian values, because like it or not, Judeo-Christian values are the reason that the West is, or was at some point, morally superior to a lot of the places in the world. I'm okay with that because I've lived in other places in the world and I know that they're not morally superior. No, not all cultures are equal. No, not everything in all cultures is good. Okay? There are bad cultures. There are some bad things in every culture, but there are cultures that are outright evil. There are cultures where, like me, you can honor kill your daughter or your wife. That's freaking evil. Okay? So even if you're agnostic or atheist or non-believer, it's important that your children understand these values. It's important that they understand them for two reasons, because they are the values that the West was based on, and so that they can stand up for their friends who are Jewish or Christian. The third thing is, our children need to understand our Constitution, they need to know about our founding fathers, and they need to know about our rights. Because otherwise, they're just going to fall prey again. They're just going to fall prey to the Islamic propaganda and to the communist and socialist propaganda. Take every opportunity you have. Understand that parenting is hard. And I know a lot of you know this. Parenting is so hard. And it's supposed to be hard. You're not just raising them to have healthy bodies. You should also be raising them to have healthy morals, to have healthy values, and to stand up for what they believe in. Because our enemies are not waiting to do this with their children. They're already doing it. the enemies of your children are already born and they're already being trained against your children. So if you choose to train your child to question their own identity and to question their own sexuality and to say that, oh, all we need is peace at any cost, do you? But for the rest of us, we need to train warriors. And we need to bring up an army of God. Because I think he's an atheist, and I think his name is Richard Dawkins. Does anybody know who I'm talking about? He said, and I'm paraphrasing here, that Christianity is the only bulwark against Islam. Of course, he got canceled for saying that. But we need to listen. And we need to do a good job at raising our kids. And a lot of people ask me this question. I'm going to get off after saying this. How do we start? Where do we start learning about Islam? So my thing is Islam. I know about communism, but my big thing is Islam. You can go on freethecaptive.org. I have a bunch of books on there. Everything is donation based. So you donate like whatever the price is over there. And you can write off your donation. It's a 501c3 organization. And you can get the books that you need. I have a package called Arm Your Shepherd. This is a package that I put together that I've sent out to different pastors and anybody, who has a cross. And it has a book of apologetics against Islam and for Christianity. It also has 2 testimony books of Muslims who became Christians. One, that's Nabil Quraishi's excellent book. The other one is Lina Aziz, who is a Christian, married a Muslim, and got out of it afterwards, which is actually my mom's book. And then I have a couple of other books that talk about Islam by Dr. Bill Warner. His books are excellent. They're excellent. I have not found better books that explain Islam better or that give better translations. They're excellent books. You can get them from freethecaptive.org, and they will ship right to you, and you can start there. There are beginner books, there are intermediate books, and then there are, the big, beefy, fatty books. Start with the beginner books and work your way up. Get the Arm Your Shepherd package. You can actually pay us, and we will send it to somebody else. We're really not making hardly any money on these. But and we send them to anybody else. I, of course, work 100% volunteer for free. Almost just about nobody in our organization gets paid. We're about to pay somebody for social media now, but everybody else is 100% volunteer. So what happens is people send us, I think it's $75, and they send us the address to their pastor or priest, and we send them this package. The pastor or priest doesn't even have to know who this package came from. And they are able to read it, and they are able to reference it. And somebody sent me a video of their pastor referencing what was said in the books, I believe by Nabil Quraishi in his Easter sermon. It was great. It was fantastic. So get an education and educate others. Make sure you understand it so you can argue it, so you can make a point, so we can win souls. And just like I say with Free the Captive, our mission at the end of the day is to bring Ishmael home. And to make sure that Isaac and his kids stay home as well and not stray off and go anywhere else. All right. Thank you guys for everything. I really appreciate all of the support and the love that you guys send. And I hope you have a fantastic day. As always, send me your questions. I will get to them. I promise. I'm working through my messages and we will get there. I will reply to everybody. If you leave me a comment, I will also reply. So, freethecaptive.org. Don't forget. And please share this video. Have a good day.